Well, I'm a glass worker, and I got started back in 1997. Maybe it was 98. My dad and my brother took a class in glass blowing, and I said, hey, why not me? So glass has just been in my life pretty heavily ever since I was about 16. I'm also a stay-at-home dad, so I have a 5-year-old daughter who I spend all my time there at home with her. The West really called me, the Southwest in general. I looked at maps, I looked at things, I said, well, what do I want to do? I want to study something a little bit more scientific, and geology is what caught my eye. I moved here to the West because we've got geology everywhere. You can't look outside without seeing Sandia Mountain and notice some of the layers that are in the sedimentary units that are up there. And for a person like me, it causes me to ask a lot more questions. So I'm beginning by blowing a ball, and then I'm manipulating it. The vugs are probably the most simple. The blowpipe would be attached from the bottom. I blow out a vessel, and then I choose a hole, hold the mineral specimen up to it, and make sure that hole is the right shape to feature the mineral specimen. I first have to heat up an area. You know, it would look more like this at the beginning. And I would heat up an area that I know I want that hole to be. And I basically rip it open with some different techniques. And then I use water to quench what would be the edge of that hole. And then using a pair of pliers, I actually break all along that hole. It's a technique that I've kind of developed over the last few years. And that's what gives this kind of gnarly, rough appearance. And if you've ever been out in the world and broken a rock, there's no smooth, pristine, polished edges available. It's always a little bit rough and a little bit jagged. And that's what I'm trying to capture in this moment. I want to get people excited that minerals exist. I want to show them a place where they can actually house those minerals in a way that's not just the rock on the table. And I want to treat them really appropriately as a mineral collector. So one of the most important things about a mineral to a collector, one, we want it to be nice and nicely shaped. We want it to show terminations on the ends of the crystals. But most importantly, we need to know what that mineral is and where it comes from. So one of the things that I do with my work as a collector of minerals is make sure that a person who goes home with a piece of mine will never have to worry about losing the tag or something like that. There's a placard on the bottom or somewhere on the piece that's going to tell you both where that mineral came from and what it's actually named. And that takes care of the scientific aspect of it. When someone goes home with a piece of mine, hopefully, one, they're going to love it. They're going to put it somewhere that they're proud of. They're going to maybe include it into a mineral collection. You know, maybe it's in that display case. The people that really come towards my work the most are those that either have some sort of love of minerals or they like glass, but they've never seen anything quite like this. I just want somebody to get involved in the concept that there's science out there that tells you about things, that there's art out there that will inform you about something important, like spending time in the outdoors, getting a good sense of place for wherever you locally live. Just get ready. I'm ready to start producing a lot more work, and look forward to exploring some new avenues. There's definitely many pages in my sketchbook that show some geological features, maybe something straight out of the textbook that I'm going to be soon representing in the glass art world. So I look forward to seeing that and showing it and getting the reaction from the general population.